The other is that you're telling a story with language, and language is the point. How fast do you want your story to read? If it reads
Can anybody see me now?
then it might be superficial. If a person reads it in 5 minutes.
Great. I don't know what was going on. Whew. I'm glad everybody's here. Give it a couple more minutes to come on. Hello, book lady. How you doing? Greetings. Greetings. While we sitting here waiting, we're going to do some review today. Wait a minute. Somebody told me this was too loud earlier. Cut the jams down. I'm contemplating going Facebook Live with my DJing and let everybody know, but I'm still too scared. My skills aren't like Jazzy Jeff's yet. We'll see. So, like I said, we'll start in about 2 minutes. I listened to D Nights for a little while. You know, I guess I'm a little hard on myself when it comes to that. I want to perform to the level of Jazzy Jeff, and I know I'm nowhere near that. But still, I don't want to get on there and just play records. So whenever I get up the nerve, you know it's going to be a straight performance with lights and stuff. You know how I do it. K Glock, what's going on? See you. Glad you're here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We're going to go over some of the norms and the rules that we do. So we're going to review, and you know what we're reviewing? We are doing probabilities. We're doing probabilities. And remember, I'm giving you all a chance to look at this right now. Email me your first name, your last name, so I know that you're here. Oh, I'm breathing hard. I just ran upstairs. Yeah. You know, I got 15 steps in my house, so remember, this is copy this down and tell me that you were here with your first and last name. That's how I keep roll. You got it? Glow baby. Who is that? Oh, Elizabeth, I didn't look at it right that second. You sent me that email like 30 minutes ago, maybe 45 minutes ago. I got you, Michaela. I'm looking for them emails to tell me you were here. Hey, and don't shoot me an email right now at 3:08, and then I see that you leave at 3:09, because I can see who's here and who's not. Don't fake me out. Okay, I'm sure everybody got that. Mr. Windley Math at gmail.com. So let's get to some math. Are we ready? So we're going to review one. And remember, the rules are, if you understand what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up if you get it. If you don't get it, you give me a thumbs down and I'll stop and go over it. Okay? Glow baby, you don't know how to send an email yet? You need to re-enroll in Simon next year, for real. Okay, DM me. Yeah, I guess that's designated message. Yeah, hit me up with that and let me know you're here with your first name and your last name, so I can put you down and give you some extra credit. Everybody ready? Thumbs up, thumbs down. See, I see 5 people. I need 3 thumbs up. Let me know if I need to get started. You never went to Simon, so that's the problem. You never went to elementary school. I got it. All right. Yeah, you're right, Michaela. Okay, probability. Back this up a little bit so everybody can see it. Probability refers to the likelihood of an event occurring. Like, look, what's the probability of somebody learning how to send an email? Something like that. Okay? Everybody understand that? Yes, we're going to keep going. Thumbs up. We know what probability is. Okay, great. So, review real quick. We talked about review real quick. We talked about the probability of rolling a 3 on a die, and we also said you remember that one of these is called die, and 2 of them is called dice. Okay, so the probability of rolling a 3 on a die is 1 out of 6 because there's 1 3 located here, and there are 6 other choices. There are 6 choices. You can roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Whoever just joined, send me a DM with your first and last name so I know it's you. I know who it is. Okay, that's how I take roll. Okay, so everybody's good on rolling the die. We good on that. Okay, I see thumbs up. We talked about the probability of flipping a coin. If we flip the coin once, it's the probability of getting heads or tails. Since there's 1 of each, we'll have the probability of the event is 1, and how many choices would we have would be 2. So it would be 1 out of 2. Okay? Duran. We got new people in here. There you go, Lizbeth. You're right. So remember, everybody, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to keep saying it every time I see somebody new join in. Every time you come in, I need you to DM me your first and last name so I know you are here. Okay? That's how I take roll. Okay? You understand about the probability of getting a heads or a tail on a penny. I hope you do, because if you don't, I'm going to send Mean Joe at you. Joe going to get you. Okay. I need thumbs up. Thumbs up if you want me to keep going. Okay. So, we went to this problem right here. A number is chosen at random from 1 to 25. Find the probability of selecting a number that is greater than 13. So we're finding a number that's greater than 13. So first, since we're choosing 1 through 25, it's going to be 25 choices. So that's why we have this right here, the 25. Next, a number that's higher, an even number that's higher than 13. We have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. These are all the numbers that are higher than 13, But remember, we're looking for an even number. An even number that's higher, that's greater than 13. So we have 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. We have 6. So that means it's 6 over 25. Everybody got that point? Can I move on? Vishawn is wondering. Can I get one more thumbs up? All right. A number is chosen at random from 1 to 50. Okay, so that means it's going to be 50 choices from 1 to 50. Find the probability of selected multiples of 10. So, first we need to know what multiples are. So easy. Count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So if you have numbers 1 through 50, how many multiples of 10 do you have? Okay, wait. I got a thumbs down. Who? Do I have a question? Okay, Glock, you got a question? Don't hit me with the thumbs down if you're just playing. Okay, think about it, Elizabeth. 1 through 50. How many multiples of 10 do we have? Can 10 go into itself? Yep, once. Can 10 go into 20? Yep, twice. Can 10 go into 30? Yep, 3 times. How many more multiples do we have? The question's right here. Find the probability of selecting multiples of 10. So from 1 to 50, how many multiples of 10 do we have? Hello? From 1 to 50, how many multiples of 10 do we have? 5, correct. So if we have 5 multiples, let me go ahead and make something over here. Oops. Something over here so I can write down your answer. So if we have 5 multiples of 10, out of how many total choices of numbers? Right? It's 5 out of what? What's going to be the bottom number? Nope. You're close. How many numbers can, it says a number is chosen random from 1 to 50. So how many numbers could we choose if we had 50 numbers? Five is correct for the top number. How many number of choices would we have? Correct. 50. Excellent. 50 it is. Everybody understand why? Don't hit me with the question mark. It says chosen random 1 through 50. So that means we had 50 numbers to choose from. And we have only 5 that would be multiples of 10. So that's why we have the 50 on the bottom. There you go, because we got 50 choices. Correct. Give me a thumbs up if we need to go on. You said 50? Okay, then you're right. You said 50 with a question mark. So that means you didn't know if it was 50 or not. You were asking me. So you got to leave that question mark alone if you know what the answer is. You feel me? So we ready to move on? I got one thumbs up. Let me get another one. I need, okay, I see two people just dropped off. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want you to say, if you're not sure, just say it anyway. I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. I want you to just give me the answer and be bold with it. Say, yeah, I know the answer. So we ready to move on? I only got one thumbs up. Don't worry about who here. Can I move on? Can I get a thumbs up, please? Stay focused. So now we move into calculating probabilities. So again, everybody is just getting here. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Glow. Anybody who, so again, if you're joining me, DM me and tell me your first and last name so I can know who you are. Okay? Great. So now we're moving towards calculating probabilities, which is not difficult at all. Okay? Again, if you're just joining and you're coming in late, make sure you DM me and tell me your first and last name so I know exactly who you are. Because everybody has these rap names for their IG account. So I need you to DM me and tell me your first and last name. So, okay, let's move on. So in the case of rolling 3 on a die, the number of events is 1, and there is only a 3 on a die, so that means it would be 1/6. So now we have to calculate the percentage of the chance of rolling a 3 on a die. So that means since we already have a 1/6, this is a fraction, and just pretend there's a line there. And we're going to change this to a percentage. Does anybody remember what we have to do to change this into a percentage? How do we change fractions to a percent? You just can't give me the answer. How do we change fractions to a percent? Elizabeth, you got it. How? How do we change fractions to a percent? So, we're trying to roll a 3. One over 6. Okay? We got that part. We'll move slowly. What would be the percentage? What would be the probability Saturday and Sunday? Right. So we can move on. Dividing. We can move on. I need a thumbs up from somebody. Somebody give me a thumbs up. That's one thumbs up. Can I get one more? One more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have The chances of rolling a 3 is 1 over 6. The chances of Saturday and Sunday, picking Saturday and Sunday out of the week is 2 out of 7. And we know why it's 2 out of 7, because Saturday and Sunday, 2 choices out of 7 days of the week. The next one, picking 5 red dots out of 20 dots. Okay? So, how do we change it to a percent? We divide. So we divide 1 into 6. And I don't know how you got, Elizabeth, I don't know how you got 16%. But this is what we get when we divide. We get a decimal. Okay? We divide 2 into 7. Sorry, after we divide 1 into 6, we get 0.16. Changing the decimal to a percent. We move it 2 places to the right, and we get 16.6. We're only going to use that first number after the decimal. Everybody understand? Next, we divide 2 into 7. We get 2.85. Changing it to a percentage. We move the decimal places 2 places to the right, and we get 2.8. We get 28.5%. The next one, 5 over 20. We divide it. 0.25. Move the decimal 2 places to the right. We get 25%. Is everybody still here so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. Two thumbs up. I see 2 thumbs. Okay. Now, we started last time with independent and dependent events. So remember, we said an independent event is something like when we roll the dice, when we roll this and we just roll a 5, the first event does not affect the second event. Okay? An independent event, yes, you do. You get credit for doing everything. You get credit for doing everything for your grade, correct? So an independent event is when one event does not affect the second event. Okay? The first event does not affect the second event. Everybody understand? The first event does not affect the second event. Give me a thumbs up if you heard what I said. I'll explain it a little bit more. Independent events are when the first event does not affect the second event. Okay? Oops. So, Glow, Elizabeth, let's move on. So if you roll a dice, you have 2 chances to roll this. You can roll and you're trying to roll a 5. If you roll a 5 the first time, it would be 1 out of 6 chances. And rolling a 5 the second time will still be 1 out of 6 chances. Roll it the first time, it's 1 out of 6. Roll it the second time, it's 1 out of 6. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you understand that. Don't do that. Nope. Not 2-6. We're talking about independent events. Okay? Independent events. I'll show you how it connects later on. Don't try to connect it yourself. So, if you're trying to roll a 5 and you have 2 chances, the first time you roll a 5, your probability is 1 out of 6. The second time you roll a 5, your probability is still 1 out of 6. So, let me explain why. So if you roll this die, there's 1 5, okay? But there's 6 numbers. So you have 1 chance out of 6 to roll a 5, okay? Now you take the dice again on your second roll, you still have 1 chance. You still have 1 chance out of 6 to roll a 5. It's the same. Every time you roll it, you have 1 chance. Every time you roll it, you have 1 chance to roll a 6 out of 5. I mean, 1 chance to roll a 5 out of 6. Okay. Glad you're back. Don't forget to DM me and tell me your first and last name. Okay, so this is so you understand, Lisbeth? So math is not hard. Walking was hard at one time. Because at one time you couldn't walk. But the more you did it, the easier it was. It's only hard because it's brand new. Okay? Math is not hard. Math is very easy. And don't tell yourself it's hard. I'm pretty sure adding was hard at one time. So was multiplication. But you got it. Okay, well, let's go over it again. So when you roll, if you're trying to roll a 5 and you have 2 chances, you roll a 5. Since there's 6 numbers on the die, you have 6 outcomes, but you only have 1 5 up there. So your probability would be 1 over 6. Okay? $4:45 is when we end. So in 12 minutes. Y'all wasting time. I'm trying to teach you something. You're trying to worry about when you can leave. You want me to continue or you just want to go? Let me know. Okay. So, since you have 1 chance to roll a 5 and you have 6 choices, that's why it's 1 over 6. And when you do, excuse me, no, you don't have homework today. We're going to do some classwork in a second. Okay. So, let me ask you this, Lisbeth. You know what a deck of cards is, correct? A deck of cards. Let's see. Let me skip to this. Okay, let's do these problems. Glow, if you're going to complain, you go ahead and go for real. What is the probability of the spinner landing on 2? So this is a spinner. Imagine me being able to turn this round and around and around. So if I flip it, what's the probability of this landing on 2? We're on number 1. What's the probability of the spinner landing on 2? So let's look at it again. How many 2s do you see? How many 2s do you see? Two, okay? So that means that's how many times, if you're trying to get a 2, okay? Not 2 out of 4, how many total choices do you have? How many total choices do you have? So if you look at it like this, let me go over the first one with you, okay? We have, there you go, you're absolutely right. 2 out of 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 total choices, and you have 2 choices that can be 2. Who was rude? If I was rude, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's try the second one. You're doing a great job. You're gonna be ahead of everybody because you're gonna know this. Everybody else isn't. Oh, don't worry about it. Let's look at number 2. What is the probability of the spinner landing on 3 or 4? Three or 4. Remember, 3 or 4. So if it's 3 or 4, so 3 or 4. So what would be your top number? Let me show you the answer. Okay? Why is that the answer? Because that's one number. That's the second number. 2 can be your event. So let me show you this. You watching? So if we're looking for a 3 or 4, right, exactly. Because there's 2 numbers you can get. Just like in the first ones. That's a number and that's a number. And your answer would have been 2 out of 5. Because you're at 1 number and 2 numbers. Okay? Now let's try the next one. Number 3 says, what is the probability of a spinner not landing on 4? Not landing on 4. Think about it. Not landing on 4. You're gonna have to pick one. So if it says not landing on 4, so you want to pick how many choices of it not landing on 4? Let's look. So if it lands here, that's not 4. That's not 4. That's not 4. And that's not 4. You understand? So that's not 4. That's not 4. Wait a minute. There you go. You got it. Excellent. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. And the answer is dun 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 dun. 4 out of 5. You're absolutely right. Okay, let's do. So you getting it now? We're gonna move on to a couple more. I think this is right. Yeah, okay. Do you have an equal chance of landing on either 1 or 2? Do you have an equal? Okay, first, let's stop right there. First, I need you to, the rest of your life, I'm going to stop right here. For the rest of your life, okay, I'm going to give you some advice that I need you to follow for the rest of your life until the day you die. You got that, Elizabeth? Never say you can't, because you can. Okay? You don't have a problem with math. Stop telling yourself that. Okay? So I'm going to go back to this problem. All it takes is concentration and a little bit slower reading. You'll try to understand instead of trying to get the right answer. So watch this. This says, do you have an equal chance of landing on either a 1 or a 2? So we know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances, right? So, since we know we have 5 chances, we know our bottom number will be 5 if we're trying to land on either a 1 or 2, right? Because it's 5 chances that we can land on. Thumbs up, thumbs down. This is going to be our last problem. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. See, you're trying to get the answer. This says, do you have an equal chance of landing on either a 1 or a 2? What's your chances on landing on a 1? What's your chances of landing on a 1? Right, 1 out of 5. What's your chances on landing on a 2? Oops. Two out of 5. Correct. Okay. The chance of running on a 1 is 1 out of 5. The chances of landing on a 2 is 2 out of 5. Just pretend. Well, let me do this. Just so you won't be confused. Okay? So, we go back to our question. The question says, do you have an equal chance of landing on either a 1 or a 2? So do you have an equal chance of landing on a 1 or a 2? Do you have an equal chance? Waiting on your answer. You need me to explain it a little more? Because I will. Okay. So the chances of you landing on a 1 is 1 out of 5. The chances of you landing on a 2 is 2 out of 5 because they're 2 2s. So the question says, do you have an equal chance of landing on a 1 or a 2? So basically, to land on a 1, you have a 1 out of 5 chance. To land on a 2, you have a 2 out of 5 chance. Are both of those chances equal? Right. So your answer is no. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Your answer is no. You don't have an equal chance. You're getting it? Do you get it just a little bit? So we still need to go over this, but we can't do that today. Okay? We will do that on another day. And that's it. So as far as, since you're the only one left here, you asked for, who is this that just came in? Class starts at 4 o'clock, and you here at 4:48. Class is over now. Lizbeth, photos. Soccer team. Yeah, I know they just left. It's okay. Soccer team. I don't see you in there. Oh, yeah. There you go. Right here? Or right here? So, I will. What, you want me to email this to you? Wait a minute. This one? Okay, well, I have it on my computer, so I'll probably have to email it. But I'll try to do that as soon as we hang up. Cool deal? Thank you, ma'am, for attending class. And I will see you, what's today, Wednesday? So we do Monday and Wednesday. So I'll see you again on Monday, and we're going to continue doing some of this. Okay? All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, now you want to come back at the end.